I don't really understand this. Why do I have to be compassionate towards toxic people in my life? Because they are the reason I am into so much of misery.
Okay, so your question is, why should I be compassionate to toxic people in my life? And who said you have to be compassionate towards toxic people in my life, in your life? No. That's not what the practice is saying, okay? Let's understand what the practice is saying. The practice is saying if you practice correctly, you will become compassionate to toxic people in your life. It is not saying that you have to try very hard to be compassionate to toxic people in your life. These are two different things. It sounds like that. It sounds when we say meditation, mindfulness, oh, all these sweet words, compassion, non judgment, they are saying I have to become very good, very, goody goody, holier than thou. No, that's not what is, that's actually not at all what the practice is. Okay? Let's see what the practice is. When someone difficult is in your life, okay, you feel hurt by these people. You feel bitter about these people. You feel angry against this person who's hurting you, right? Where are these feelings? Where are all these feelings? These feelings are in you. They are not outside in that person. That person is being bitter, of course, or being difficult, nasty, whatever. But where is it being felt? It's being felt here. It's being felt in our bodies, it's being felt in our hearts, in my chest, right? When somebody is problematic to me. When I'm angry, where do I feel it? I feel it in my jaws, in my chest. So, what is mindfulness telling us? Mindfulness is telling us A, observe what is happening with you, which means first observe the anger, the sadness, the hurt that you're going through. Then be compassionate to yourself first, which means what? Take care of yourself. Understand that this is a tough time for you. You're going through pain, you're going through anger. Instead of investing in making stories about this other person, you are coming in inside and taking care of yourself. You're putting a hand on your chest, you're supporting yourself in your mindfulness practice and saying, right now I am feeling very sad, or right now I'm feeling very hurt because this has happened, right? Now, when you do this, what is likely to shift? Instead of investing all your mental energy into cursing that person, feeling negative about that person, making stories about that person, thinking how to get back at that person, you have shifted all the energy to healing the wound that you feel. So mindfulness is saying take care of yourself. It is not saying take care of this other person. Okay? Please understand that it's very important. Now when you take care of yourself, so much angst in you that is filled up starts to ease off. Naturally, if things are observed, understood, things heal, things become better. Your own anger comes down, your own hurt and sadness over a period of time, not immediately, but as you're more loving towards yourself, your own tendency to get very angsty comes down. Now, when that happens, okay, the negativity somebody is able to arouse in you comes down. Because the reaction is here. The person who's difficult is there, but the reaction to that person is here. When your ability to react shifts, you become softer on yourself. Okay? You get less affected by other people. In fact, if you need to make a boundary, you're even better at making a boundary. If you need to say no's, you become better at saying no's because now you're taking care of yourself. So that is one part. Because you're caring for yourself and focusing more on yourself in that painful moment rather than investing energy in the other person, you become healthier. That makes sense, right? In fact, this is very well explained by the Buddha. He gave this example of two arrows. Two arrows is a metaphor. He said that when someone hits you with an arrow, if you are unwise, you get into mental stories about that person, and it's like hitting yourself with another arrow. You start suffering more, right? If someone hits you with an arrow, what should you do? First, you should remove the arrow and take care of the wound, not start running after that person. But now, when somebody is affecting us, first we run after that person. So instead of that, now we've shifted our energy into removing that arrow and healing and taking care of our wound first. That's number one. Number two is, when you're mindful and you realize that, hey, look at my own mind, how much storytelling is happening in my mind, how much judgmental energy is there in my mind. I tend to judge things, I tend to keep on getting into past, future, worry, fears. You also start becoming generally compassionate about other people because you feel they are not different. They are also similar to me and getting into the same kind of storytelling, which is very painful, which is very harmful. And a lot of their negative actions are because of their own fears and their own storytelling. So in that sense, you become kinder. By understanding yourself better and loving yourself better, you naturally become more kind towards the world, but you also become more strong and you also set better boundaries. In fact, compassionate people are known to set very good boundaries, right? So don't please mistake this practice as I have to become compassionate to others. No. I have to turn my attention towards me and see what I need in a situation when I'm hurt. This practice makes me compassionate towards others over a period of time.